Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to the Brony Show, episode 578. World. Let's go ahead and address the old elephant in the room here. Of course, I'm your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week, as I have for apparently 14 years now. I am Circuit Main. And while I try to wrap my head around that for a quick moment, let's introduce our panelists. We have Deathlight Productions.
Hello, old elephant.
We have DM21.
What's up?
We have Toakoi.
The Wayback Machine helped us figure this out.
We have Textalion.
Yep.
And we have from the Otaku Ascended, Suki.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, the reason we were able to get this figured out, of course, I did not know that this was happening, but while just doing normal everyday things, because, you know, I have a job and stuff, I get a message, and Discord is like, hey, Circuit, did you know you've been around for, oh wait, no, it's 13 years. Oh, thank God, we're actually getting younger, everybody, we're getting younger, quickly, let's get another year off, it's 13 years. CMC. Okay. Oh, you know what?
No,
No.
that would be on me.
No. No. This is not on you. No.
You miscounted.
No. Okay. You know what? I'm dragging him in here. I am dragging him in here. No, I'm not gonna do that. That's mean. CMC, if you're out there, explain yourself. You told me 14. We're at 13 years.
He says
Give it a
one
year.
thing, I miss brain.
You sent me on a spiral of pain and agony, but it's still a spiral that needs to happen nonetheless because we are at 13 years
You
old.
both goofed. Ooh.
Well, like I said, just give it a year. It's fine.
I didn't both get. Well, yeah, you're right. I should have read the year, but when I said 14 years, I'm just like, that feels way too old. Wait a minute, that would have made this 2010. This could not have happened in 2010. I realized something was wrong. It felt wrong at 14 years. I mean, yeah, 14 is still a number, but I thought that was a little too big. But I thought the same when I checked my birthday last year. I'm just like, oh my God, how am I that old? All right. Okay. Anyway.
1 plus 10 is cheese.
1 plus 10 is cheese. Anyway, not to Swiss around a bit.
But yes, this is our 13th year anniversary then.
Actually, you know what? You know what? This actually adds up in a way. This adds up, and I first we're gonna just replace this image here real fast, just to celebrate the fact that we've been around way too long. Here's an old school pony, but no. We need to do this properly, because there's one thing about 13, right? That everybody has a special stigma and thoughtfulness about the number 13. And I think that there is only one thing appropriate that we can do in regards to this.
Watch the movie.
Oh my God.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Unlucky
my
number
show.
13. You will never see this image again, I swear by it.
You say that at first.
Oh my God, is he turning into a bird or something? What the hell is going on?
He's a squeaky toy.
He's becoming a crane or something. What the hell was that?
Sorry.
Oh my
sorry.
God. I think we just had a different thing than I expected. I didn't expect to hear Toa suddenly become a crane. What the hell? Oh my God. Okay, we're gonna get rid of that then, because apparently Toa literally can't handle it.
I can handle it. I'm just laughing because I didn't expect you to ever do something like that.
To be honest, it wasn't me that did that. Somebody else had the idea, and I didn't say no. So I allowed it. How'd you get the Soul Calibur image?
You posted it to
You,
us.
you have been kind of posting images all over the place, so it really wasn't all that hard. Oh, and we could also clip them off of the video, too.
Green cap, magical thing.
Yeah. So it's honestly not that hard. I hope you don't mind Kazakai just to throw out there real fast. But let me jump into this a little bit. So a little bit of what's up, Brony, and also show news and everything to get us warmed up here. So yes, I was made aware that this is an anniversary day for us, which is it's still an amazing feat that we've been around for 13 years. That is crazy. And I realized I wanted to. Yeah, the thing is, I wanted to do something special. Granted, I wanted to make a little bit of fun special. Also, hence why I allowed the Toa thing to happen. A few things I still have planned that I'm going to try to do this week. One of the things, though, I'm going to lay it out flat. Throughout the years, we've had a lot of images that have come into the Brony Show's repository. We have in our backups and our files, and I have in a few folders here a lot of images. Some of them are really important images because they were made either for fundraiser or for special events, one-time things, and even poster prints. A lot of crazy images, and I have never, ever posted them anywhere else. They have always been shown on the show at the time that they were intended to promote something, and then gone away. Never to be seen again. Or at least that was slightly the intention. At the same time, I never, ever, ever expected the show to go as long as it did. So.
And now you create something that'll last a lifetime.
Or as long as we allow it to, which is still scary either way. So, thinking it over, we do have so many of these prints, and some of them are from people that we have long ago lost. Some that are still around to this day. And some of these, okay, you know what? I gotta really look over this print folder thing here because some of these are not what I expected them to be.
Do you have the rare colon with the D and blank?
In fact, a lot of them aren't what I was expecting. So, yeah, you know what? This is another reason why I gotta start digging through this stuff. Let's pop this sucker up. Actually, that's not even what I thought it was. Okay. So, that shows me. Let's just throw this out here. So, yeah, a bit sketchy, Wolf. But getting back on track here a little bit, what I was intending and thinking of doing, and I am going to do, but I was going to do it before the show. But I have a lot of images. I have images that were made to celebrate anniversaries of the show with our huge cast of panelists, friends, and background people that have worked to help keep the show going. We've also have images that were made for charity events, things to try to help people out, trying to sell a little bit, some prints for money for, again, charity, or for something fun to give to people that wanted to celebrate or maybe help prop up the show. A lot of cool things were made, and they have never been posted anywhere outside of, just shown on stream, or in some cases, physical prints made and sent out. My plan, and what I'm planning on still doing at some point, I'm going to take all of these prints. I'm going to put them up on Derpy Boru. I think it's time to finally get them out there and let everybody else see all of the amazing stuff that has been made for the show that basically has been kind of locked away behind the show vaults. Not intentionally per se. Well, semi-intentionally, but some of it was just because, admittedly, maybe being a little lazy, but in some cases, I wanted to make the prints and everything that we made for these people special. But at the same time, these have been around. These images and things have been around for years. In some cases, I think we may have been over a decade. And I think it's time to let them out for everybody to enjoy. That's really it. So my goal is to find these images now, apparently, since I apparently forgot where I put some of this stuff, or they're labeled poorly. I'm not gonna lie. I have so many folders of random images of everything. Do you know what I have? Random image I picked out of nowhere. Look, I have this. I don't know why I have this, but I have it.
Wonderful.
No, I know why.
Well, I mean, we know why. I mean, I just don't know why I have it right here in a random folder filled with everything, including Brony show images. I
Butt
do.
Stallion.
But Stallion. I don't have a
I
lot
think
of
it
stuff
was
sorted.
from when you blanked did Borderlands.
I don't have a. I just need a lot of things. I just need to get things sorted out and stuff. But anyway, my hope is to get this stuff put up, created, put where I need to, make it available, and let people enjoy the stuff that we have created for the show, and to allow it to be more out there than just cobbled here, especially if something were to go wrong. Of course, it doesn't help that a big reason I'm thinking this is I was trying to move episode files around last week, and one of the backup drives, and this is the backup drive I have a lot of the Brony Show history. To say this has a lot of our early episodes and maybe stuff that may not be recoverable is not an understatement. This is not kidding. I was trying to copy more files over, and this thing made fun noises. I am very scared right now. I am going to try to find a big enough backup drive to copy everything, and I'm going to pray to whatever tech gods are out there that I can make a solid copy of this drive and copy the information over into this before something goes wrong and it becomes irrecoverable. But the fact that this is actually happening, and I barely use these external drives except for backup purposes, is both irritating and scary. Because I have not had the chance to put this stuff onto PonyTube and other locations to back up the show and make it more available to people. So, yeah. I'm basically got hit with the fact that this stuff can and will vanish if I'm not careful. So I'm going to have to start doing stuff about it. In the meantime, so that is that's a plausible future that is going to be going on. We were also I just wanted to throw that out there, but yes, we are at the 13th anniversary. We're probably not going to do much else with it, at least this episode. Next week we'll probably have a little bit more to talk about because I was literally made aware of it earlier today. And so yeah, that's a surprising thing. So, that out of the way, anybody have any other What's Up Brony going on?
Well, I have my printer running, and it had some failure with some stuff, but it's still working, and nothing's actually broken on it, so hooray! I'm dealing with Jake, but it's working!
Well, printers are bullshit.
Oh yes, regardless on what you're doing, making 3D objects or trying to get out a nice poster. Aside from that, yeah, my day's been fine. Working on the Ox mission, though.
That's fun. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, let's go. I'm going to throw a little bit out here for fun. Over at a VR chat meetup that I was at on Saturday, who else was to grace our presence and take a look at the VR environment but the head of Ponies Online themselves?
Ah, Alex.
Yeah. But yeah, they were talking about expanding Ponies Online to start including more out there, including like bringing in the furry fandom and other groups. Which,
yeah,
I get that.
We are open to anything and everything, but we also try to keep it as clean as possible because...
Well, no, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But here's a fun thing. Here's a hilarious part. They were talking about possibly bringing back the Bad OC contest, and they were talking about, like, oh yeah, you get the Alicorn that's black with red stripes and has bat wings and is Celestia's brother and married to Twilight. And I had to make the joke. It's like that's just such generic brand Bad OC. It's bland Bad OC, which is hilarious. Thinking like an OC can be so normally bad that it's not even, it's just like, eh. It was just like, yeah, we actually, we wanted to actually bring back the really creative and ones that were really bad. Like the one that won a contest a few years ago. It was somebody that was like they were green and they apparently had a hair made of spam. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh.
I know. I lost it right there. I was just like, oh my god, you're talking about Princess Donut Motley Chanspat. No, no, I am so sorry. Our show created this. We are responsible for this abomination, and I am so sorry.
She won last time.
No, she won. She won, and I'm proud of it, but at the same time, I'm losing my mind because apparently this was so bad that they actually brought it up in conversation recently too. So, our show has apparently our show's moniker that has been left on the Brony community was not for 13 years of Brony podcast content. It wasn't the Magneto meme. If that never was gonna get, we're never gonna get credit for that, which really sucks. But It wasn't all the other craziness. No, it's because we developed an OC that was so bad it actually won a contest. That is literally our only claim to the Brony fame now. I do not know how I feel about this.
Well, again, the main reason that Alex would have brought that up is because I was posting it as and his last winner, and CMC was like, oh god, chat spam. And that might have sat with Alex going, oh no, people actually know and fear this.
Oh my god, Toa! You know what? Somehow I shouldn't be surprised you're probably ultimately responsible for this. But so yeah, that was funny. Anyway,
I also want to say, Commander, look, bad OC contest, go for it.
Anyway, so that was just a funny thing. Sorry, I stepped in. Anybody else have any other What's Up Brony to throw out there before I throw my other What's Up Brony and then we get out of here? All right, I guess I'll
You've
throw.
seen what happened with me this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Nothing was going right. I was very upset.
Yeah.
When it starts with your hydraulic shocks blowing up on you, it's a bad time.
Absolutely.
I'm just happy that you weren't in the vehicle at the time, were you?
I don't think it would have killed him if it was, but it would definitely would have been shocked as hell.
This thing is immobile right now. The engine is dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means you weren't driving down the highway and then suddenly bam.
No, this happened when I was busy working on it. It happened in my face.
Yeah, no, that's scarier. If you were driving on the highway, yeah, you would have been startled if you were driving on a highway and that happened. If you're working on it and it explodes, that's a different beast.
That's why you wear safety glasses, because that got all over my face.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad you're okay.
Got everything else almost done now though, but I need to get a bigger torque wrench because the current one that I have only goes up to 100 torque pounds. I need one that goes up to 135 to fully put the hub in place, as well as a couple of other things. And then one of the pins snaps, and I end up having to drill it out and then grab one of my very small chisels to punch it out. That was not fun either. What I thought was going to be like an easy couple-hour job turned into like almost a 6-hour ordeal on this thing. Just do what you see here.
Ooh.
And
Yeah, I saw the post briefly. That's gotta be a lot to find.
what do you mean a lot to find?
What to find?
It's all just repair, DM.
Yeah.
I know.
I just need to
he found the
find-
parts. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Two things. I just need to find two things. A new set of shocks and a bigger torque wrench.
Okay, I misunderstood. Okay then, because I was reading the lounge quite quickly to remind myself.
No, it's okay. We're bouncing all over the place here, but here, let's go. Anybody else have any? Well, I'm glad you're okay. Personally, right off the bat,
Yeah.
glad you're okay there. Hopefully,
More
it's.
fortunate thing is that didn't happen when I was using my grinder or something, because that stuff is flammable.
Oh God, that would have been. Oh, that would have been so much worse. Yeah. Yeah. Thank goodness for small miracles, right? Small blessings, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, and I figured out. Well, I always kind of knew my company kind of sucked, but
Yeah.
they give bigger discounts to people they like than to the actual workers.
No, it's always sucky when you know somebody sucks, but you don't know how bad until they actually do the thing that really makes you go like, oh wow, you really are the worst. Yeah.
Like Thursday, I seen a sales guy give a discount on a part that hasn't even and the vehicle hasn't even gone through dismantling yet, so it still has the engine, transmission, the whole drivetrain in it.
Oof.
So we've only had it for not even a month, probably a week or two, and he gave a 33% discount on the part.
Shit. That sucks.
And I've also seen a few other things like that where it's like, oh, cool, you gave him a 50% discount, and I know for a fact this truck has only been here for about a month.
Ugh.
And when I went through the company trying to find a new engine for my truck, I was being quoted $3,000. And then I just happened to look on eBay for a low miles engine for my truck, $2,000.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
But eBay can outdo your company. That's saying something.
And that involves shipping, may I add, if I ship it to a commercial address.
Wow.
And shipping those engines, because it's a really light engine, is like only $300 to $400. If it was a cast iron variant, it'd be $500 to $600 because that's an extra like 500 pounds.
Still cheaper altogether, either way.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear about the bad luck there, but at least nothing really major has come of it. You know, got a little wiser
Hopefully your
too.
luck will change. Hopefully your luck will turn around.
Yeah.
It's like I've always gone for like external sources for my parts, and then I gone to my company. But I thought just this once would be easier if I could just get everything to the actual location and borrow one of their lifts. But yeah, I'm not paying an extra $1,000
Yeah.
for an engine that I know I can get cheaper elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't blame me for that.
No blames there. Well, anyway, anybody else have any other what's up, Brony, before we go ahead and move on? Okay, then I'll throw out really quick here. Some of you might be curious. Oh yeah, Circuit, didn't you have that surgery? Whoops.
Oh yeah, forgot about that.
No, it's okay. Whoops. I accidentally was misinformed by what was going on. Apparently, the appointment that I had last week wasn't for the surgery. That was just to prove that I spent 3 months wearing compression socks and to take pictures of my legs to send to some insurance adjuster to prove that, one, I did what they asked, and yes, I still have vein issues, and yeah, I can probably have the surgery and get this taken care of, please.
That was the thing that pissed me off the most about getting my gallbladder removed.
Yeah.
I took an extra month alone.
Yeah, so the actual surgery, now we are actually in surgery time because I got a nice piece of paper that's like, don't eat before this, call before this, so you know when you got to go in for the surgery, and da-da-da-da-da, and you're going to be hyped up and goofy gas, so make sure somebody drives you home and all that fun stuff. So now it's actually going to be happening, and it's going to be happening in the middle of August.
Oh, wonderful.
2 weeks before Everfree.
Are you still able to go? Or...
Oh, absolutely. It's not going to be a problem. The worst they said is that my leg is going to feel like it has a rubber band stretched over it for about a week and a half. So yeah,
the worst.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying and sucky, but I'll probably be more than almost if not completely right as rain by the time Everfree Northwest rolls around. So yeah,
still grab a cane.
You don't want me to do that.
I know you'll bunk me. I don't care. I care more about your safety.
That's not what I. No. Gee,
Be like me, and
I was just gonna flourish. I was gonna be a flourish with it or something. I'm not gonna bonk it. I'm gonna move on because I feel like I just got attacked somehow.
Yeah, be like me, and walk around, and people say you're supposed to have a cane, but don't use a cane anyways.
Yeah. Besides, worst case, maybe the woodworker will be at Everfree this year, and I could just buy a cane from him.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. That's the spirit. All right. But let's go ahead and get on to the news here because we do, even though it's not as much, we still got quite a bit of news, and I'm sure we're going to want to fawn over some of it. Let's start off, of course, with fawning over upcoming, because Griffish Isles is coming this weekend.
I wish I could see it.
I too, but I also wish I could see PonyCon, which is also coming up this weekend, the Japanese Pony Convention. So if you're in Tokyo or in the UK, you got a convention either way. That is awesome both ways. Funny enough, I actually know somebody that is right now on vacation in England, but I think they're going to be coming home by the time this starts. So they're not. Yeah, that's gonna.
Leaving the weekend the con starts.
Yeah. But yeah, we got these two going on, and the week after that, we got Sequestria Fest, which honestly I haven't heard a lot, but I'm just it aren't exactly on my radar either. So maybe I just haven't heard anything because I'm not paying attention to anything.
To be fair, it's on the other side of the states.
It is, and I honestly wasn't surprised. I was surprised that it lasted even after one convention because of where it's at. But maybe it's doing okay. I honestly still hope it does all right. I hope that the eastern part of the U.S. still has some pony conventions that hold up well, and that that's proof that maybe it can hold up well.
Well, it's also not in Baltimore.
Well, it's still in Maryland, and it's not exactly in an easy to get to place when you land in an airport.
Yeah, I seen some of the maps on how you that just seems like a nightmare, even by plane.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't seem easy. It doesn't seem easy. It's not hard. It's just not easy.
Feels about planes.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
he's gonna have to fly.
Nope. He's training it. No, I mean, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
We also got Windy City, which is coming up next month. Literally, the 7th to the 9th of June.
Well, CMC's gonna have fun there.
And also, funny enough, at the same time, we also have Everfree. What is with the same time conventions?
Well,
We also.
Free Encore is in Germany, so it's...
Yeah, I know, but it's still hilarious. We literally have two that are at the same time, and another two that are at the same time. Granted, Everfree Encore is a concert, but that's still crazy. That's still funny and kind of crazy.
You see, this is why at Ponies Online we try to not be anywhere near other conventions.
I'm not saying you. I get that. It's just all right. But yeah, a lot of pony coming up. Hopefully you are prepared because you are not prepared. Anyway,
The ride hasn't stopped yet.
no, there's no stopping this ride. Just make sure to let on the new passengers, okay? I'm not gonna get too deep into that. Instead,
No, we know.
nope. But do you know about the layabout plushies that are now available?
Alright, neat.
Yep, we got Lane Cuddle plushies of Pinkie Pie from Symbiote Studios. Who wants to get a Pinkie Pie? Nobody, really? Nobody wants a cuddle, laying down cuddly
Hey, I would be
Pinkie
down
Pie.
for that.
She is violently pink.
All the better to know you can't lose.
She's assaulting us with her pinkness.
So you don't lose her, man. You don't want to lose a Pinkie Pie.
You're also
I
not
want a
streaming to the
Lyra and I want a
Discord.
Podmon together as one product.
Well, you got that.
Lyra Bond cat dog.
I'll tell you what. I can't do the Lyra and Bonbon as one product. We can do them separately. They both have both Lyra and Bonbon, but they also apparently have Fluttershy, Twilight Sparkle, and Rainbow Dash also in a laying down position.
Also, second, you're not shown to the Discord.
I know what I'm doing. Actually, this is gonna be interesting. So, I did narrow down what was going on with the last couple weeks shows, and Discord is apparently involved. So we're gonna see what happens when I do share the screen, and I am going. Unfortunately, it's not going to be at the greatest frame rate or resolution, but we'll see how well it goes here and if it keeps causing encoding errors. So, yay! Here's hoping the stream doesn't end up being really laggy because of this. Well, yeah. Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, Twilight Sparkle. I'm hoping to get a Twilight Sparkle personally. But it looks like Symbiote is really going nuts with the pony plushies. I could not be happier. This is amazing.
I heard from one of my Transformer channels that they are doing Transformer plushies as well.
Oh no, they got a bunch of different licenses under them, but who cares about the Transformers? We're here for the pony.
I just want my Spike plush. Is that so much to ask?
Yes. Anyway, we'll probably sing those as they come up, but yep, it looks like the Cuddle plushies are about $5 more than the normal stand-up plushies. So, yep, if you want to have a Cuddle plush, you're going to have to spend a little bit more. Unfortunately, it also looks like some of the stand-up plushies are gone at the moment. However, I think the Twilight Sparkle was also gone when I looked before. Now they got more back, so it looks like they're just kind of getting them in as they can. So, it's definitely a thing to keep an eye out and grab it when you have it available.
My dog sees every stuffed toy as a chew toy, so that poor rarity wouldn't last long.
Yeah. But you know what does last long? Family memories that you wish you didn't have. Well, no, family memories you love and unfortunately are going to cause a lot of controversy. You know what? I didn't have a good segue for this, so we're just going to go ahead and roll into it. Tell Your Tale has released episode 11, and this one, wild shot what this is about. Any guesses, anybody?
We all go to hell.
No, this is Aunt Karen. Yeah, sorry. No, it's Aunt Karen, sorry.
Oh, an aunt, okay.
Nope, this is actually Mama.
Okay, I was right.
Yeah, you were absolutely right. Yep, Sunny's mom. We actually finally got a look at Sunny's mom. We got an idea of...
got lazy.
Well, not exactly lazy. They probably had to recycle assets that they had available to them because they're literally shoving these out. Well, not as much, but we'll get to that in a moment. But they're basically like 5-minute episodes that are coming out every week on YouTube. I doubt they have exactly a lot of budget or time to make new assets at times.
Fair.
So
a lot of time, yeah.
I'm going to excuse it, especially since technically you can excuse it in the story as well, in a way. But yeah, Rainbow Mane. Yeah, we know everybody's pointing out the Rainbow Mane. Can we all just accept that one? The Sunny unfortunately was probably used because they had already a baby Sunny because of the other previous episodes, and they need to shove these out pretty quickly. And also B, technically this was the Sunny that we all know and love. She just was kind of trapped in a child's body. Which I'm going to leave that one alone as well. That's a whole nother kettle of fish. But anyway, we still got...
Careful how you phrase this.
We still got Sunny's mom. We got Sunny's mom.
Sunny's mom has it going on.
I knew you would go there.
Anyway, so we finally found out Sunny's mom. We also got to see the little main 6 figures still. You can even see a couple of them in the background there still, which is really cool. So yeah, I thought this was awesome though, and I really wanted to give the heads up here. Now the other reason I also wanted to mention it is because it has been put onto notice that Tell Your Tale is going to be shifting a bit into bi-weekly releases now.
Hopefully this will give them more time to put in more effort in the episodes and not have that Captain Planet moment every time.
So, the hope is that they stick to this because it's kind of hard to tell what's going on anymore, considering we've had episodes that have released early, episodes that have released late, episodes that have released early in another language, episodes that should not have been released in general. We're never going
Hopefully this will also give them more. This spaced out time will give them more time to work on it, or more time to spend time with their families and away from work.
A little bit of column A and B, I hope. But either case, hoping for the best on this. Telltale right now, Tell Your Tale is pretty much the only spigot of G5 we're going to be getting for some time. So, completely draining it dry quickly would not be the best move, and I honestly would like to see this continue for a while.
Sorry for interrupting.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying before, Circuit?
I'm just hoping that it keeps going for a while longer, because otherwise we're not going to have any new pony content for who knows how long, and then we have our own imaginations, and that's scary. We'll have to come up with our own plot lines and stories.
Not all fan fictions are slash fics.
My God. Anyway.
Yeah, it's a good thing they're spacing these out, because if it ends too soon, then G6 people are gonna be wondering where G6 is, and I'm gonna say let them cook. Don't make them bring it out too soon, or else it might not be as good as it could be.
Actually, who knows? We may never see a G6 in for a decade. It depends on what Hasbro does, and right now Hasbro is curious.
Not doing well.
Curious is the best word I can come up with.
Yeah.
Anyway, Yeah, that's all I can do. Anyway, what's more expensive, 2D or 3D animation? Depends on how you approach it. That is literally it. It depends on how you approach it. You can make some really cheap, really weird, cheapo 3D that is probably bottom of the shelf, that is extremely inexpensive, or you can use one that uses up tons of processing power, really detailed models, hundreds of hours of processing to make the hairs move exactly independent of one another, and that will go through the roof. Or you can go to quick, cheap Flash Toon Boom animation that is really cheap, or really expensive hand-drawn by pencil, colored pencils that are done frame by frame, and make that ridiculously expensive. It all depends on how you approach it. And unfortunately, with companies, you go with the cheapest you possibly can because, well,
Look at you, video big weirdo.
with a lot of companies, I wouldn't be surprised if they go with the most inexpensive that they can.
Because it's all about the mighty dollar.
It's all about the bottom. A lot of it is about the bottom line and not about the art.
And that's what they use for a lot of mockbusters too. Cheap 3D.
Of course, the funny thing about mockbusters is that they're so bad that they're funny. But let's go ahead and move on.
Airplane was a hoot, but Airplane 2, oof.
Oh, come on, Airplane 2 was still pretty funny.
Yeah, but it wasn't as good as it could have been, though.
Fair enough, but it wasn't a mockbuster though. That was a satire, and that's a different kettle.
Yeah, satire. That's right, satire. I got them crossed for a moment there.
It's all right. Instead, why don't we go ahead and look at a different cross? The My Little Pony Set Your Sail comics. A preview of page 2 has been released with Set Your Sail, and of course it looks like Izzy and Pip are stuck in bags together, but unfortunately separate, so no shipping for them either. Still,
and no horn pole poking.
But of course, how they get in the bags, what's going on? You'll have to read the comics and see.
And were they mer ponies before or after getting into the bags?
But of course, some of you are probably asking, but I don't want to buy the comics if I don't know they're going to be any good. I want an idea. I want the facts. Well, how about we look after the fact? Da-da-da-da-da-da. But yeah, it looks like Silver Quill has once again brazed his mighty wings and trusty deep voice to tell us all about Set Your Sail issue 1. Of course, you could go both ways. You can either read the information that he has, or you can go ahead and listen to the video and watch the funny little animations with Silver Quill's smug face telling you all there's to see.
Oh, the rubber hose animation. Oh my god, Izzy fits in so perfectly.
She does.
Anyway, so if you really want to get an idea of what to expect, you can go ahead and read this up and see what Set Your Sail has to offer. And let's go ahead and move right along here to a different preview. The preview of Scholarly Shenanigans from the Renegade Studios, the My Little Pony card game. Not exactly trading cards, because you get all the cards when you buy the set. Of course,
Deck builder?
Yeah, deck builder's a better way to put it. Of course, we have the principal's office and the guidance counselor's office. Because you're dealing with students, you also got to deal with the teachers and the principals and the people, trying to get them to not try to put all of their money into Bitcoin. Or should I say BitHoof? Hoofcoin?
Hoofcoin sounds better.
Yeah, we'll go with Hoofcoin.
What about Griffcoin?
Nope, sorry.
Oh, that's my Griffin.
No, unfortunately, Griffcoin was actually found out to be a griff.
Da-da-da-da-da!
Okay, we're gonna move on now.
I did not think you would go for the low-hanging fruit.
I will.
We will.
We'll always go.
Show.
We're the Brony Show. We always go for the low-hanging fruit. We'll make our own low-hanging fruit.
We'll grow it in our own backyard, and you'll love it.
Anyway, mainstream. I still wish I called it the Winnebago. That would have been so fun. The mainstream bus and different shots from the merchandise dump from China have popped up. So it looks like another little mainstream bus is going to be popping up for those little minifigures. And, of course, we got more of the little minifigures, including the little ones that glow.
100% feel like our little diva came up with the name for that thing.
Unfortunately, it's definitely been proven that Izzy did, which makes it even worse that they called it the mayor stream. Or the main stream.
Oh, whatever.
Anyway, so I've got a little more information about the little figures there, including the sizes. Looks like they're going to be
small.
Well, 10 by 8 centimeters, or yeah.
They're like the perfect size for actually like doing wargaming. I think the wargaming is about the same size.
Okay, Warhammer, I'm gonna bring out my abolishment orc. I'm gonna bring out my Helldiver human, and here is Izzy on a cloud.
Oh my god!
My god!
I'm sorry, second, but the Stompers already got the Izzy on a cloud. They have made her queen.
Well, anyway, how about we go ahead and look at the mainstream toy here? Of course, this one folds out as well, because the other one did too. Why not the miniature one as well?
Oh, look at those adorable children.
Oh, that's how they get you. They just get those big eyes. 30 different mini pieces that you could easily lose or choke on. Probably both. But no, it's still pretty interesting looking, but it's just hilarious how similar it was to the other mainstream that came out for the bigger figures. Anyway, moving on to the other little bit here. Now, speaking of Tell Your Tale, and this is also kind of a warning more than anything. It looks like episode 13 of Tell Your Tale accidentally came out early in a few different languages. So this one's in, you had Hindi, Italian, and this one that they have embedded is Turkish. So none of it is in English. I think they may have subtitles. Good luck. But yeah, if the images are still out there, so caution if you're trying to avoid spoilers. Granted, it's a literally 5-minute episode. Even if you're spoiled, there's not a whole lot to spoil too.
Aside from possible dialogue, but
yeah,
as you said, translations are there.
But yeah, it's a pain. It's honestly a pain either way. So keep an eye out. We'll report the official release when it's officially English official release, which will be later this month. Englishly official. Officially English. Official. It's officially English. Anyway, we're going to move on.
Is it English or English?
I have no idea. We're going to go ahead and move on instead. So let's go ahead and tap into the music scene for a quick moment. We, of course, have more DJ Pony G4 music incoming and another G5 Tell Your Tale album. Of course, we have the remixes of DJ Pony that are going to be coming up. This one is set to release in October with Besties well, you can see all of that here. And this one also has the Opaline song, which honestly, I think people are sleeping on the Opaline song. I think it's actually pretty good, and it could get remixed so easily and do some interesting stuff.
It is pretty good, but at certain moments within the auto tuning, I have a hard time hearing it.
That's what remixes fix.
That's what remixes are for, and you could do so. I think you could do so much with it, but maybe it's me. Maybe it's also me too. I also think
it's true. You could do a lot with it, considering how botched the original is.
Suppose you're gonna stop being a Karen? Never. Anyway, honestly, I think that's just the way Posey is. She's just gonna be that Karen, but she's probably gonna try to be an understanding Karen. You know,
my friend.
She sucks, but she sucks for a reason.
Posey, but he was kind of disappointed to see how G5 Posey was, but that to each their own.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a different Posey altogether. A Posey by any other name would still be a anyway.
He understands it. It just disappoints him a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, we also got the release of the Remixes Volume 2 by DJ Pony, which is going to be a lot sooner. This one, of course, in June 21st. This, of course, has acoustic, cinematic remixes, pop remixes, and hyper pops, and all sorts of other things from all over. And if you want it, I mean all over. We got the Equestria Girls. We got Friendship is Magic and Make Your Mark dance mix up. We, of course, got Time to Be Awesome from the movie. Literally everything. Everything is getting mixed and mashed up in here. So you have no idea what you're going to get. Well,
Now
other
that I
than,
think about it, that might not have been his exact words. Maybe I should resend that. What he said.
fair enough.
It's been a while since I asked him that.
And finally, if you wanted to get a taste of the music scene in Brony community, the top 10 Brony songs from March has also been released by Top Brony Music. I do recommend checking it out. Once again, it is a great way to find out about some of the awesome music that came out in March. Maybe hear some music you might have missed from some of your favorite musicians, or find somebody new that you haven't checked out before. And yes, I am going to keep bringing this up every single month this comes out, because I think it's worth it. I mean, heck, they got an opening song in here. You see her right there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I also listened to it a little bit. It's not a remix of the opening song. It's just their own villain song, which is still cool.
That's still fun.
Yeah.
Villain song, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still awesome.
I'm also kind of happy that people are doing their own thing again, because I remember for like a solid 2 years, it was just remix of a song, and that was it. I'm like, no, just give me something original, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Remixes are fun, but also coming up with your own ideas and thoughts are amazing. And I always want to promote those too. Especially,
I just remember
Is
when
a very limited supply.
I just remember when the original Discord came out, September and stuff like that, and then like for a year, people were doing nothing but remixing those things over and over again. It was like,
Oh,
We get it.
here's
Mm.
a story. You know the sun. I always forget this. Summer Sun Celebration song that someone remixed for the first episode.
I think I know what you're talking about, but yes.
Someone actually was watching MLP for the first time and thought that was an official track, but they just kept hearing the little clips that were taken for the Summer Sun celebration.
I can't blame them. It was really good quality.
Yes.
But we're going to go ahead and move on here because we still got quite a bit to talk about before we get into Deep Rock Galactic. And if anybody wants to join me on that, I would recommend getting that installed.
it's too dark, I can't play it.
Fair enough.
And I don't have it.
No, I know. I'm just throwing it out there for anybody that's interested. But before we do that, of course, we still got the challenge of the week. And this one, I'm actually, I feel bad because I got a story behind this, and it's a great story. But I feel bad because I really have honestly bit off a lot more than I could chew on this one. But
I'm right there with you.
I could chew in one piece. So I'm going to be working on this thing probably all week and maybe even beyond that. But so the challenge, let's get into this. The challenge of the week by a random poll that was put in multiple times because I know I saw it a couple weeks ago. And then I saw it last week again, and then it got chosen. The Brony Show movie poster, which ironically, considering this is supposed to be a 13th anniversary episode, oddly adequate. Oddly, that is exact. I think that was the fates telling us something is important going on. But yes, the Brony Show movie poster. But along with that, we also had another one, which is the Protest Initiative Challenge. And unfortunately, it appears Coldust is still nowhere to be seen, so hi, Crazy Matt Captain.
Yeah, I pinged him, see if he'll pop around. The Protest Initiative Challenge was had it and lost it.
Had it and lost it. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw what I have so far, and this one is kind of a doozy on me.
Ambitious. I don't even see where Creature is supposed to fit in here yet.
Admittedly, I realized I didn't have Creature in the head count, so I threw his reference image to remind myself to put him in there somewhere. I'll probably have him in the top left corner, getting a better look at this. Maybe move Toa's floating disembodied head to the side. Funny enough, Toa's the only one there that actually is a head for just a reason and not for cinematic purposes. I'm not taking that back. So
No, my head is detachable. We've had this multiple times.
So I was gonna do something stupid for this movie thing. I was gonna do one of those like stump posters where you just have a random, like a person or a random image just right in the middle of it, and you got a dark around space. And it's just like, what if something coming this week and blah. It's like, oh my god, no creativity, no thoughts, and while I was trying to drum up what I wanted to do or how to do this, I decided for once in a very long time, I've never done this in a very long time, I took my phone with me with some Bluetooth headsets, with a Bluetooth headset, and I was just listening to random Spotify while I was doing my laundry. So I've never done that before.
Well, not in a while.
Not in a very long while, at least, yeah. So I was just listening to random music, and I get caught on to Information High, which I heard it long time ago when I was going to college classes. When internet radio was still kind of in its infancy, but at the same time it wasn't as copyright strict as things are kind of nowadays.
And the podcast was but a thing on Apple.
Not even that, if that. But we're gonna neither here nor there. In any case, while I was listening to it, I stumbled across a thing where it recommends like music, and I found a little bit of dot hack music, and when I listened to it, it was the Ratatouille moment. Where you're
going back.
no, let me get into it. Let me get there. Where you're just sitting there, you're taking a bite of something familiar, and then it's like whoosh. You just feel like you're suddenly way back when you were a lot younger, and then suddenly you're just hearing this in the atmosphere, and everything is just so different. It's just like wham! It's like, oh my god, where was this? It's like finding that thing you lost so long ago. It's like, you're as beautiful as the day I lost you. And no, I'm just listening to this.
A stoic moment.
Very stoic, very inspirational, very memorial, very everything. And at that moment, I guess a creativity bomb hit me. And I'm just reminding of those crazy anime posters that they had way back when it had a bunch of heads just float, like kind of there was showing different expressions and a background with maybe a ship or an image in the background there. And I just start going. And I'm just like, okay, we're going to have Circuit right in the middle. Let's have Commander something there. This is Coal Dust. Oh, we got to get CMC in there. We're going to have him drinking a beer for no reason. We're going to have Suki in there. He's going to be smug. We're just going to put Toa's in there because, yeah, okay, fair. He's been around long enough, but we're going to still mock him by just putting wires there instead of giving the little fade out thing like it's just a floating mascot of annoyance. And then okay, in the background, we're going to have to put a can of spam in there for a chant spam just for the singing, and just it was a flurry of inspiration. I sketched the blue lining that you can barely see here. I sketched all of that in a 20-minute time frame waiting for my laundry to wash. That all came out in 20 minutes of pure insanity. Is the best way I could describe it. Well, I'm just listening to all of this old anime music I used to listen to with Dot Hack and Macross Plus and Robotech, and I'm just getting all of this, and I'm just like, what the hell was that?
You had a burst of inspiration. Also,
yeah.
That's why I said I wouldn't mind being punked if you had a cane.
Wow, that was a whole set of things, and just the Dot Hack songs. That was a
circuit.
Back when I was delivering newspapers, that was the kind of whistle that me and my brother would do in case we had an issue with how we were delivering.
Yeah,
because we were just a couple blocks away from each other. We'd hear each other.
Yeah.
Welcome to what happens to me whenever I drink a lot. Then decide to bring out my sketch pad.
You know what? That's fair enough. Of course, Commander Something was admittedly the one I knew I was going to have the worst trouble with because, I mean, everybody else is pretty much a pony head outside of the other thing that's floating out there. Just
at least I'm a sphere.
That's fair. Anyway, well, actually, I just grabbed the first reference image I could find of you, but I'm still going to keep it anyway. Anyway,
even as a pony, I'm a sphere.
Anyway, yeah, Commander Something it was the most difficult one. I already redrew that head fin a couple of times already.
Yeah, and Commander has little bits of tech on him, whereas his big dragon shield scales is just a dragon.
Yeah.
He's big.
Yeah, I might need to fix up a couple of things, like maybe on the nose here, but I think for the most part, I'm pretty satisfied with where I got him.
No, you did very well. I love the angle that you did for him.
Yeah. But yeah, no, my hope is to line out the rest of this throughout the week and getting colored and a nice little fade out and stuff, and get this just shown off there later in the week. I was hoping to maybe have something a little more complete, but it was not happening today. It just was not. But considering I literally made my own work and cut it out here, I'm not surprised. But I still wanted to show off the idea I have here, as well as the fact that, yes, I am using reference images from all the peoples. So, yeah. Yes, references help.
Living in harmony.
Like the other thing on Commander, the outer line, I would bring that in just a little bit so you could easily define his chin just a bit.
Well, like I said, the Commander something still needs some work. He's going to be my biggest pain in the ass, but I think the muzzle might be a little bit more tilted than it should be.
Well, you see why I say that outer line, just bring it in a little and it'll look a little bit better.
Yeah. I might have to redo the muzzle now that I'm getting a better look. I think the head part's fine.
That is another point and another time.
Yep. Anyway, so that is my attempt at the prompt. It's going to be. It's not going to be finished until the end. However, I think I might have kind of pushed myself into some interesting territory. So, let's go down the let's show off everybody else's creations in regards to the prompt. We of course have Kazukai, who made this that they were making for the project. Oh, I think he's talking about the Eclipse teaser.
Yeah.
Hold on, gotta download it.
Yeah. Well, I'm currently working on my version of the poster, inspired by the characters that you chose, Circuit, but I'm going in a different direction.
Fair enough. Alright. Really quick, this is Kazakai's final Eclipse teaser.
It's very interesting that there's no sound until the end.
I do love the idea here. Also, very nice Nightmare Moon.
Yep. Didn't think it was great enough to post on YouTube. You know, I don't blame Mizukai. I really don't. It definitely shows really, really early work. Cause you got the storyline down and you got a single sketch. But yeah, that is really, really early stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, throwing back into other stuff that we had submitted here. It's not to say that I wasn't busy last week. In fact, I was kind of a little over busy. So the Fluttershy here, this was one made for the an artist training ground weekly prompt that we've been getting over on Equestria Daily, just to try to keep practicing my skills. This one I I eased up a little bit. Instead of making it as detailed as I normally do and trying to go as far as I can, I made it simpler. I let a lot more go than I normally did, and of course I lined it out in the show colors as opposed to a black outline. Honestly, I'm not too disappointed. The nose still bugs me. The nose, I'm always going to have problems with noses, I swear. But yeah, I think the Fluttershy came out okay for the most part. Actually, I realized my mistake with the eyes here, getting a better look. But hindsight.
Eyes are always tricky.
Well, the shine, I should have had the big shine here on the left side, not the right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because in anything they're supposed to be kind of
similar.
symmetrical.
Yeah.
Whereas this is one coming off left, one coming off right.
Yeah, I mean that was my mistake there. I was hoping to do a little bit more, like maybe some light shading and stuff, but I literally did not have time. I finished this up, posted it up just before I went to my workout, and then it was put up as a submission like an hour later. So yeah, it was not happening. The fact that I got this far with it, though, I'm impressed with myself. But yeah, it took about an hour's worth of work, and I've been trying not to. I'm trying not to chicken scratch, which is the hardest thing I have ever done. Chicken scratching. if you ever learn to draw, the one thing you need to do, you know what? I'm even gonna point it out here. Yes, this is the one thing I tried not to do either, but I still did it a little bit. Chicken scratching, even in sketches. Just maybe 1 or 2 lines with the intent of what you want to do, and move on. Don't just keep like that. No, that's going to drive you crazy when you start lining it. Get the solid lines in there. You can start to find out where your flaws are quicker and straighten them out quicker. That's partly why the nose here is driving me crazy. This is nothing but chicken scratches. Look at this.
How does nose work? How boopable does that have to be?
How does nose work? I don't knows. Anyway.
The nose knows.
Yeah.
Nose.
Anyway, also, if you follow me on Tumblr, you might notice I actually posted something on Tumblr, completely random.
Now,
With
how
the
old is
banana
everybody?
pie.
Do they know who this character is?
I don't know.
Do they know the story of
I
the
know the
famous
story.
banana pie?
I didn't think Banana Pie actually said words.
No, they do.
They do.
They do?
They
Okay.
do. I've seen it in
But-
other posts.
I'm just so used to some of their stuff from long ago where
Yeah.
it seemed like there was nothing except banana.
Yeah. Appears, gives you banana, and runs away. He's like, okay.
Yeah, that's literally a lot of their initiation. They just post on random Tumblrs that they're giving you a banana and run away. For some reason, what they posted on me instead is like a couple of weeks ago. I haven't posted in a long time. They just posted like, "Hey, I haven't heard from you in a long time. Maybe you should, how are you doing? Do you want to visit my banana stand?" Something like that. So I go like, you know what? Fair game. So
Sure.
I posted this. Then I posted this. Granted, I'm returning the banana, this time doing the coffee, the signature circuit main coffee. And of course, this. So I think I'm getting a little bit better with noses and stuff, but there's some things that still bug the hell out of me.
They will always bug the hell out of you.
No,
That is the artist.
no,
That is the artistic curse.
no,
So you're making banana flavored coffee.
Yep,
Yes.
coffee with a banana in it. Why not, right?
It brings
Yeah,
out the
weird.
banana in the coffee.
Yeah.
You put the banana in the coffee
but
and you drink it.
The fact that you have the apron on and you showed up like that, it felt like you were showing up to work as a barista at the banana stand kind of thing.
Nah, well, considering the coffee is still hot, I figured I just made it at home and then quickly brought it over here while it was still fresh. You don't have time to change it out of an apron if you want to keep a coffee hot.
No, he's onto something there.
Yeah, true.
I thought your clothes were for.
Well, it's just an apron, really. And I figured the apron would suit better than just him standing there naked too. I don't know. Banana soup. Yeah, actually,
Yes.
ooh, banana soup. Maybe you're right there, like Primrose or Lichen. You know what? I'll go with
coffee soup.
Anyway, also giving a little bit of love, CMC also got a doodle. Look at that dashing rogue.
He is very dashing.
And of
Side
course,
chops are
he's
incredible.
also going to become a lot more chattery. A
I paid
PNG,
for CMC.
PNG tuber.
Yep, showed it off on Wednesday's stream. Had it flick on for a moment there.
Yep.
That's a handsome boy.
He is. My friend Story Wolf did it. She was helping another friend of hers that had a car incident. So I thought 2 birds, 1 stone.
Unfortunately, Toa, you might need to redo
Layering.
that. Yeah.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Either that or CMC is apparently growing 2 heads.
No, that was done just for seeing how a blink cycle could work.
Does
Or
it?
Fallout Equestria chemical.
It's better
mutation.
than and the other one that I did. That was.
Yeah, but for the
It was better than that.
for
Yeah.
it to even actually blink, I need to consider a different program for what we use.
Yeah, that's gonna take a little more work there, but I can see that it's got potential. It's got fun potential.
But yeah, at least
Ooh, we have a
with
firefly.
with this one
Oh.
as just the base things, it's a little more interesting than just okay. Here's an image that's grayscale and an image that's color and an image that's grayscale. It's actually got a movement to it. or-
Mine
I'm
went
now
straight to
turning issue and
spontaneous
talking
cloning.
at you.
Spontaneous cloning. Yes, absolutely, spontaneous clones. CMC is just cloning so rapidly that they keep dying as he. Yeah, he's not moving. He's cloning so rapidly that they move and die immediately to replace a new one. Anyway, I don't know.
I thought that was Firestorm's bit.
Speaking of insane,
That is Firestorm's bit.
speaking of insane prompts, it's time for the picker wheel because it's time for the prompt of the week. And of course, there we go. Yes, this is where you give us a prompt for art drawing, for music, for video, for writing stories, for whatever creativity outlet you have. This is the eager time to throw it out there, give us a challenge, and for people to jump in there and try to fulfill the challenge. So we got I'm a banana, finish a story. To reminder, everybody gets one entry. Everybody. It could be the first time you're here. You could be the 100th time you've given us an entry. You get one per episode, and you get it right here and right now. It could be whatever you want within reason, and we will go ahead and put it in here and spin it. I say within reason because, for all I know, somebody could say the entire cast of Golden Girls as Transformers. I'm like, no, that is not reasonable.
Really?
God.
That is not reasonable. Cole Strong Band. Tell what? I'm not sure if that's actually appropriate now that I think about it.
No, it's reference to the Gypsy Drawing Band, which I don't think most folks will know about because that was something Cole was doing so long ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know
it's
if
an
I've got
old one.
references for everyone from that.
Oh, I still do. But at the same time, yeah. I'm not sure. It's will still do it, but you may want to rethink that a bit.
Well, the only reason to put Gypsy in is because how people feel about the terminology with that.
Or we could dress up Cole does as a gypsy. I don't know.
The hell, I just had a couple power flickers in here.
Oh yeah, it was thunderstorming earlier.
Watch as I work my gypsy train set.
Yep. I still need to watch Bluey at some point.
It is good.
So do I.
I need to catch up the new episodes that came out, but I did like the stuff that has been out there. It's really been good. It's nice. It's wholesome. It feels good.
It
Yeah, I
feels
need to
nice
go.
to have good shows.
Yeah,
Probably
absolutely.
watch like a decade or two later. It's fine.
Yeah.
Where every 10 cruddy shows, there's 3 or 2 good ones that come out.
All right, we got our entries. I think enough time has passed. Let's go ahead and give the wheel a spin.
Finish the story.
Finish the story.
Finish the fights.
What does that mean to you? You'll have to find out. Finish the story. What does the prompt mean? You're going to have to give us your interpretation.
No.
It could be anything. Remember, this is your interpretation of the challenge. But of course, if you don't have any ideas or you want to say, nah, I want something else, we do have the protest initiative challenge.
Cole hasn't responded yet.
Ooh, I hope he's
Poor
doing okay.
Nah, probably just distracted. So, you know what? I'm gonna take a Primrose reaction from the PNG Timber gift. We're gonna go with spontaneous cloning.
Spontaneous cloning. Okay.
Finish the story with his spontaneous clones. Oh boy.
It's fine.
So there we have it. The Finish a Story challenge with spontaneous cloning. It's a protest initiative challenge.